Look, so I asked AI the same question two different ways. One gave me generic ass advice that honestly anyone could get. The other gave me a strategic game plan specifically for my business. The difference? I call it the master profile method. Most people don't even know this exists, but once you see what it does, you'll never use AI the same way again. So let me show you how you can do it for yourself.
Okay, so now we're going to get into how to actually use AI in a specific Claude. There's many ones that you can use, ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, but I like to use Claude in specific, and I'm going to show you why in this video and exactly how to use it to the best capabilities, because it's really a powerful tool, especially if you know how to use it right, but you got to know how to use it right. And why most people don't use it right. There's two main problems as to why most people don't use it right. Most people ask Claude or AI in general basic questions and you get basic answers. You use it AI like it's Google, like you're searching something up, give it very basic prompts that don't actually lead to any real insights that you're looking for from AI. You got to think about it. AI is like the smartest piece of technology in our history. So using it to the best of our abilities is crucial. And the other reason why that you have run into these problems is that AI doesn't have context on who you are, your business, and your goals. It doesn't know exactly the type of person it's speaking to, and has any idea or knowledge into who it's speaking to and how to actually give better responses for you. It's having a conversation with you, but it doesn't know who you are. Like that, it's not going to work. So the two game-changing solutions so that you can then do that. I first start off with the master profile method is what I've named it, but it's teaching Claude everything about you and your business up front. So within the settings of Claude, and I'll show exactly what that looks like here in a minute, but you're basically going to give it all of the context on who you are, your business, your goals, etc. So as you can see pulled up here for my actual account, I have some of the information blocked off here, but it has the personal information of who I am, my company, my goals, the current tech stack we use, our main strategy, what's our values within our company, and give it as much information on who we are so that the Claude itself, the AI itself, has that knowledge stored. Every time you're having a conversation with it, it's going to remember this key details about who you are and who it's speaking to. So this is very crucial to install, and I actually give you a doc you can fill out and have one of these be generated for you, and then you can plug it right in for specifically your business. And then the second solution is project creation, creating projects within Claude. You can upload PDFs, CSVs, and other context to it so that it gives you the absolute best responses for what you're looking for, your main task or goal when you're actually using these LLMs. And keep in mind, I use this every single day. I've even named it Brevora's CEO Assistant. That's how crucial of a component of my business this specific project has been, overall tied in with the actual master profile that I just mentioned here. Putting this all together, uploading CSVs and PDFs about the AIs we build out, some SOPs we have for our team, just things in general that we want to store and have AI be able to pull up in the middle of a conversation is crucial. Like I'm telling you guys, I can't underestimate it or speak on it more. It's so important and has been vital to the success that I've had within my business. And I can only imagine the help it'll do for you. So like you can see here, Revora CEO Assistant is one of the projects that I have saved. And I'm talking to this every single day. I even used it to create the video I'm making right now. Like that's how crucial it is. And I'll show you an example as to why there is such a vast difference between these. And I'll take this question here. What's the best strategy to scale my real estate business to 100K monthly revenue? I'll take this question and actually plug it into a different AI. If I can pull up the thing. And so I'll actually take this question here. What's the best strategy to scale my real estate business to 100K monthly revenue? And I'll plug this one into not one that I use right now that has my settings, but I created a separate account. I called it test account right now. And I'm going to show you what type of response it gives when there's no project, there's no profile, there's nothing actually stored in it so that the AI knows who it's speaking to. And you'll see it gives it's always going to give a pretty good response, but you'll see it's not very specific to what I'm looking to do. It's very broad, build multiple revenue streams, buy and hold, fix and flip, wholesaling, property management. Like it's telling me a whole bunch of stuff. That's surface level, super surface level for what I do. But let me show you what this type of question and what response it'll give when I give it to mine, which I've named Santi Scales. And you'll see the type of response it gives me based on the profile the actual AI has stored within it. So this is very specific to my business. And imagine for yourself, if you run a fix and flip business, a wholesale business, you're running a co-living operation, anything like that within real estate, it's going to be tailored responses to exactly how you work, your business, your structure, and your goals. So you can see here, look at your question. I think you're asking the right thing, but let me add some strategic framing. Instead of just scaling to 100K monthly, the better question might be, what's the optimal path to build a 100K monthly recurring revenue business while establishing market dominance and AI transformation for real estate? Now, this is very specific to my business and what we do and with Revora, but like you can see here, it's giving me phases and targets and numbers to hit and how we will set everything up for our actual business structure. And like these type of insights, I can then give it to my team, and I'll show you exactly how you do that quickly here shortly. I'm stumbling on my words right now, but target 50K MRR, then it moves to target 100K and how it will do it within timelines and things like that. Whereas for something like this, I gave it the same question, but look at the type of response it gives. Super broad, super generic. So having something like this is crucial, and just imagine it specifically for your business and what that will do. Knowing that you're having a conversation with an expert that knows exactly your business in and out and your goals, and it's going to help you get there. That's the whole goal of having something like this set up. So without master profile responses, you'll get generic scaling advice, you'll get some basic real estate tips, and it doesn't have any understanding on the AI transformation focus, which is what I do, but it would just replace itself with fix and flip, wholesaling, co-living, whatever type of real estate business, whatever business in general that you focus on and run. It's going to give those tailored responses to that. And right now it doesn't, because it doesn't have an understanding. That's what it shows here. Like, it has no idea that this is the type of business that I run. That's the type of responses you're probably using Claude as, or ChatGPT. You're giving it basic information, and it's going to give you basic answers. So with a master profile, when you add this on top, it's going to know about the AI transformation services we do, our 3-phase methodology, mentions about our ICP, which are real estate teams, strategic advice aligned with our actual business model. Like, it's going to give us insight exactly on how we do things, our current tech staff, what tools we use. Like, it gets very nitty gritty to where it's like the AI actually has the expertise that you're looking for when you're using it. So the 6 essential sections that you need to be able to have a master profile be used specifically for your business as well, whenever you're actually having conversations with the AI. You want to first give it personal and professional context of who you are. And what you want to include in this is your role, your title, experience that you have, your vision for the next 3-5 years, personal KPIs, your working style preferences, so that it knows how to actually tailor those responses for you. And why this matters, Claude will understand your perspective and can give you CEO level strategic advice, not entry level tips. And the personal thing about this is that you can make it tailored for your team as well. If you have a team of VAs or acquisition managers or anyone in your actual operation, you would tailor it so that they could set it up specifically for them within the same company. So this is huge. Company information that you also want to include. Your mission statement and core values, your unique selling proposition, how you position yourself in the market, different revenue streams you have, and your actual business model, so that it knows what you currently do to generate deals or close deals. Current stage and your growth goals. This matters crucially, because every piece of advice becomes specific to your business model, not generic business advice like I show here. This is very generic stuff. That's not what we want. That's not going to really help us move the needle. You want something that actually applies to you and your business. The other important thing you want to include is the market and customer intelligence. Your ideal customer profile. Who is that type of person you are seeking for in the market to where you can actually transact and make money with? Their pain points and their buying triggers. Your competitive landscape. Who's actually in the marketplace with you? What actual market are you in? Are you in Dallas-Fort Worth? Are you in Phoenix? Are you in Florida? Give all that information. And why this matters, again, it's going to have more context on who you are, your business, how you're currently running your whole operation. Go into your team. Exactly who's on your team, the structure, the key performance indicators like KPIs that you need to hit, current bottlenecks in the business. All of this is crucial. Again, to every single response that you give, it's always going to have this profile saved. So that's how it knows what type of responses you're really looking for when you're asking certain questions to the AI. The products and services you offer, if this is something that you go down, the tech stack you use, all these other things that are very specific to your actual business, you want to give it as much as possible. Your culture and values. I'm very faith driven, so I've even included within Claude, hey, this is what we're looking to do. This is what our company stands for. This is the values that we want to have, so that it never gives me any sort of responses that maybe step out of line of those values. And you could apply that, and again, give this to all of your team members so they have that same mission statement within their actual AI as well. You got to think about it as like a overall, like an expert within your team across the board. Someone that helps be an assistant from start to finish for your actual team. And the implementation tips for this, of course, you first want to start off with the basic stuff and add details over time. So hit surface level things about your business, whether you're barely starting out trying to get some deals in the door, but you already know exactly what lead gen strategy you're going to use, how you're going to generate those deals. Give that information, and over time, as you start growing your team, you'll then actually be able to give it more details on it. And that's the most important thing, like I mentioned here. You want to update this monthly as your business evolves. The goal is to evolve and grow. So as you're growing, things are going to change. You want to make sure you always update the actual AI to have that. And then obviously, the more specific you are, the better Claude's response become. I've noticed it from the moment I started using it. It's night and day with the type of responses you give, especially once you add in projects for it. So I've actually created a free master profile template that includes all 6 of these sections with example prompts and questions to help you fill it out. If you hit the description down below, you'll be able to actually download it. So I'll plug it in down below and you can download it, use it yourself, fill it out, and then give it to the AI so that it actually gives you the type of responses you're looking for specific to your business and what you actually do. And to go over here, I'm going to show you another powerful tool. This is a bonus right here, but I wanted to add it because I just messed with it earlier today, and I actually created a free rehab calculator. And just think about so many different tools that you can create using this, that people would pay you to actually use this stuff, and you can create these all completely for free. So I put in, give me an artifact, and I'll show you what these artifacts are. But give me an artifact I can use to then calculate my rehab budget on a real estate property based on the cost of labor, current market economics, and anything related to that. And again, this type of question is so generic, but I'll show you exactly what that looks like. I'll open up a new chat here. And if I give this type of response to Claude with the master profile, with everything I have saved, look at what it starts generating. It's going to create an artifact. That's what they use. That's what they call it. And it's going to pull up a piece of code here, and it's going to generate me an interactive website that I can use to actually have my rehab calculator save for me. If you're using spreadsheets or anything like that, like just tell Claude, just tell AI to do it for you. And you see here the location, Dallas, Texas. It has the context, property type, single family. It already knows this stuff off the basic prompt that I gave it, because this is what is actually saved in my master profile. And so it's always going to use that information. 3-bed, 2 baths is like the main type of properties you work, especially if you're wholesaling single family, you're built. And you can edit all these things depending on your exact business. And look at how it goes over. It's going to add information about kitchen remodel, cabinets, and it's going to cook up the whole piece of code right now. So I'm actually going to pause the video because I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's making it right now. So I'll be right back once it's done. All right, so it just got done creating that rehab budget calculator. Again, all completely for free, just for asking this type of prompt. And I got to test it out on the other one, but I know that it has all the information saved for the master profile that I have on my actual account. But look, you put the details here of what the actual property cost, the square footage, and then the size. Like it's interactive. So this is something that you could actually give to your team, and I'll show you how exactly. Labor cost inflation, material cost inflation. Like it gets very specific. The peak season, contingency, your budget summary. Again, it goes here, adjusted costs. Labor 60%, full kitchen remodel. You're gonna say, oh, it's gonna need a full kitchen remodel. It's gonna need countertops. And you can edit all of these, again, specifically to do the cost that's in your market and have it pull more information. Like this was just off of one prompt. But I'll add, okay, it needs tile work, flooring, LVP, and then it'll adjust all those costs based on what it actually has stored within the market, which is Dallas. So you'd have to see exactly how accurate these numbers are, but I could only imagine if you give it all of the profile that you have for your business and then add in to do some research on what's the actual prices right now in Home Depot or Lowe's or certain stores where you get your goods and you actually buy the material, and then put that all together, and it's going to actually give you a rehab budget for a property. So right now total budget is $83,000 based on what I put in there. And this is just me messing around. So imagine all the other things you could actually build out with this. And the way you would then actually be able to give this to your team and then use it is, lovely thing with Claude is that you can actually publish this as a URL and then open it up. I'll copy that link and then open it up, and then you send this over to your team. It's like, hey guys, we have a rehab calculator that we can use for our team. Anytime you need help with actually calculating numbers on the deal, use this, and it'll give you the rehab cost for you. You could use this whenever you're having conversations with sellers or real estate agents and things like that. All completely for free, just by plugging in a prompt like this. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys that as a free little tidbit. You can go ahead and copy that exact prompt and plug it in yourself and mess around with it, because when you're using AI now in 2025 to actually grow your business, it's exponential, the amount of growth you can have. So really utilize it the most, and I hope this video you guys found value in it to actually be able to use AI better, specifically Claude, because that's the one that I've been using the most of, and I'll probably make more videos about it. But please leave in the comments any other content you would like me to talk about, going over AI, how to use certain tools and things like that. But I hope you guys find this useful, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
So yeah, that master profile template is in the description alongside the exact prompt I used in the video to create that rehab calculator. If you want to talk about how we can implement AI specifically into your business, there's a link to book a strategy call with me. We'll actually go over your current setup and see where AI makes sense. Hit like if this was helpful, subscribe for more AI content, and also comment down below exactly what type of AI videos you would like for me to make in the future. And I'll see you guys on the next one.